ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗ child bear ꯇꯧꯕꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ teen pregnancy ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯈꯪꯅꯩ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ teen pregnancy ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯅꯧꯅ ꯂꯨꯍꯣꯡꯕ ꯁꯤꯒꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯀꯣꯛꯇ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯝꯒꯅꯤꯀꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ pregnancy ꯕꯨ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ marriage ꯍꯥꯏꯕ institution ꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ associate ꯇꯧꯋꯦꯕ ꯍꯣꯏ ꯃꯄꯥꯟ ꯂꯝꯗꯗꯤ ꯇꯧꯔꯝꯗꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ but ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ ꯇꯧꯋꯤ ꯁꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ child marriage ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯄꯣꯠꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯀꯩꯅꯣ forced marriage ꯒꯤ spectrum ꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯥꯗ ꯆꯟꯕ ꯌꯥꯏ because child marriage ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤꯡꯗꯣ ꯆꯍꯤ 18 ꯁꯨꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯕ ꯆꯍꯤ 21 ꯁꯨꯗ꯭ꯔꯤꯕꯗꯨ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯈꯪꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ ꯑꯣ ꯑꯩ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩ ꯂꯨꯍꯣꯡꯅꯤꯡꯉꯦꯁꯦ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ decision ꯂꯦꯞꯄ ꯉꯝꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ science stream ꯕꯨ ꯆꯠꯀꯗ꯭ꯔꯥ arts ꯕꯨ ꯆꯠꯀꯗ꯭ꯔꯥ commerce ꯕꯨ ꯆꯠꯀꯗ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯍꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯁꯤꯗ ꯕꯥꯎꯗ ꯀꯣꯛ ꯆꯥꯛꯇꯅ ꯑꯁ ꯑꯩ career counseling ꯆꯠꯇꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯔꯔꯣꯏ ꯀꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯅꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯅ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯑꯩ ꯁꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯨꯍꯣꯡꯅꯤꯡꯉꯦ ꯑꯩ ꯁꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯁꯤꯗ ꯂꯨꯍꯣꯡꯅꯤꯡꯉꯦ ꯑꯩ companionship ꯁꯥꯒꯠꯅꯤꯡꯉꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯁꯤ ꯃꯣꯏ ꯀꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯦꯞꯄ ꯉꯝꯗꯣꯏꯅꯣ aduna ai sigi first marriage na main cause ne haibasi ai soina yajaningi aduga youtube kumba adagi social media gumba sisu yam thina influence tawe haibadi akoina marriage haraga luxury haina associate torangani luxury associate tawba kundo hekbada photo kapa adaidi kundo som saitana masak keraga keno tawba phamba som saita su kera phamba kai luxury yam associate tawebana luxury pamdo kanabu lege khoi je humans ngaktane luxury pamdo kanabu lege ai hangtar di pam deep down we all want luxury aduna luxury do pam brin influence of oh ai luxury si pam ai luhongninge haraga hekta keno tawba first marriage haraga ne victim oiriba spouse ani do moi bani khaktang da first marriage oigani haibasidi ai la le khanjoi ado family da su ngasai gi spouse oigdariba ani sina force tawba yai ba ai si luhongninge luhonghan biona ai si personal case thengna jakre aduga ai friend circle da bu oiro adagi aina observations tagi bu oiro ai thengna jakre aduna masi haraga ai forced marriage se teen pregnancy ki yam thina chawba cause ne haibase ai yajaningi haina haraga conclude tawjarage ai speech thank you to all of my lovely juries and my lovely audience for the interactive speech that you have given me to pour my chance onto. Thank you so much.
She has taken 2 minutes and 55 seconds.
Contestant number 37, John Lisham, stage the Love Bureau. Contestant number 38, Pukrambam Vashista Devi. Please get ready.
His topic is societal attitude towards failed forced marriage.
Your time starts now.
A very good afternoon to one and all present here today. I myself, John Lystrom, your contender number 37. For the Extempore speech competition, the topic given to me is societal attitude towards failed forced marriage. Marriage is not only about the part.
His topic is manipulation of a young person may also lead to them accepting a forced marriage.
Can I start from the panel?
Your time starts now.
A very good afternoon to one and all present here today. I'm John Lystrom, your contender number 37. Coming back to the topic, manipulation of a young person may also lead to them accepting a forced marriage. Well, marriage is not only about the partners directly involved, but often also about a social institution that has forged bonds between families, clans, communities, and populations in countries and cultures throughout history. At the same time, it seems that for a large part of modern history, marriage and family relations have been to some extent driven by traditional and have been extended to traditional and patriarchal gender roles in many parts of the world, which leads to the perception that women are dependents of the male household members. Despite the progress towards gender equality, women have been deprived of their rights and for example, gender stereotypes and expectations. Concerning the roles and position of young women and girls is either or initially enabled by the perpetrators and the families involved to control young women and children. Last but not the least, I would conclude by saying that poverty is one of the reasons of forced marriage. Thank you all. Have a nice day.
He has taken only 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Marak thadna kainom tahay jahoge. Huzing ngahak ako'y light problem lay ba na ngahak tang competition sila pre mayang waro biro ko. Contestant number 38, Bukrambam Vashista Devi, stage the Kakat Piro. Contestant number 39, Ralini Lakshmi Khwairakpam. Please get ready.
Her topic is gender plays a key role when a forced marriage takes place.
Your time starts now.
A warm greetings to all. I'm Vashista. My topic is gender plays a key role when a forced marriage takes place. Yes, we very much know that gender plays a key role when forced marriage takes place. Forced marriage mostly influences and affects women or girls more than men. Of course, forced marriage is both-sided, but as we see to the aspect of the society, it mostly affects girls. And parents also play a key role when marriage is being decided for their children. And as for forced marriage in our society, we see that mostly girls are being pushed into this field and that they are more affected by this forced marriage. We can see that many psychological problems and including physical injuries are taking place due to the abuse of the in-laws families to the women especially, and Also, India is a patriarchal society, so it affects more to the women than the men involved in this forced marriage. So I'd like to conclude my speech here. Thank you for your patience and listening to me.
She has taken only 1 minute and 54 seconds.
Contestant number 39, Rani Lakshmi Khwairakpam, stage the Kakat Bureau. Contestant number 40, Chongtham Anjali Devi, please get ready.
Mahaki topic na forced marriage ki victim oiriba mioi amabu mahaki imung manungi ijat sokhale haibagi maral leibagum phawali imung manungi ijat sokhale haibagi maral leibagum phawali.
Your time starts now.
A very good afternoon, everyone, to the juries and everyone present here. I'm Rani Lakshmi Khwairakpam from Maria Montessori School, and I really appreciate for getting this chance to share my thoughts on this topic. Aikoina forced marriage haibase adum ngasai akoi pung 12 dagi sida phamaga adum tari definition myam khange adum tare adu akoi loimak ki mind da forced marriage haibase hauziki nupa natraga nupi dogi masagi concern yaudana aikoigi magi namdana magi parents natraga guardians singna moida pressure tawraga lohongbiba asibo khoina forced marriage ne hana akoina consider taweba aduga aikoigi forced marriage haibasida aikoigi hauziki masa masana yana de haina khangabasida ai yam ngakpa ma yawebasida parents magi guardians singna magi macha singdu asingmadi moigi true priority ne ba aduga moina da macha singdugi moigi choice moigi opinion do accept to bidana moina force tawraga moina hena khanbiraga leireba aduna khanbibaduna achumba phaba pura poraga di phayeba aduna tabida haidi moigi priority oribadu da yamna mangjaba mala habasi dum uribani khangibani aduna masida maram oiraga aikhoigi haziki force marriage the victim oiraba mi singda haidi moigi masana maran tawba natra phagda moida maran sibiyeba koina moigi society na moi maunda maran sibiyeba haibidi ma masana yadana lohongraba matungduda mana imungdo mana haidi magi partner duga lerakpa relationship se haidi yanadana lerakpa relationship nina haidi toxic relationship oigani toxic relationship na haidi moigi betterment oirakadaba families da haidi improvement lakadaba si thoina la aroiba aduna haidi smaina tawra phawda moi masana parents kai duna force toraga lohongbadagi si thoibane haidi kanamta na hairoibako moi masana understand tong da badagi thoine du tawine haini ba toxic relationship dagi tholakpa angang kana kari su phaba yawroi adum aikhoi sidi aikhoi ga ideology da dum yawba poni adum isa na khangna ba poni mother father ani ge yamna nushina ba mari aduna macha du ba phajana nushina yopira ko matamda macha du phara ko matamda society su phara kani ba adu khudi ma aikhoi lo ma khange adu bu sigi stereotype haidi aikhoi gi yamna aikogi society da siguma stereotypes to layebako aduga siguma je muthatna ba government scheme mayam puthoi adagi haidi scheme khakna su yade ba se haidi phajana awareness ki hojik su tawrijine ba awareness khaktang nate aikoi isa praja aikoina siguma stereotypes thukai gadabane amadi afaba society ma semge hairabadi aikoina acknowledge chogodabane adagi aikoi ki tungtar pa te mi pung khudi makta knowledge lehengadabane haidi khanghan gadabane haidi forced marriage akhoi kedong da su ayaba thamoi aduga akhoi sig against the lay. Thank you everyone for your attention.
She has taken 3 minutes and 9 seconds.
Contestant number 40, Chongtham Anjali Devi. I think she's not here with us. So we will go to contestant number 41, Chongtham Umakanta. Stage to Kakat Piyagatra, if you are here with us. Chongtham Umakanta. Contestant number 42, Deva Priya Chanu. Contestant number 42, Deva Priya Chanu. Contestant number 43, Laishram Bikesh Singh. Ready, Lay Bureau.
Mahaki topic na gender gi khetnaba asi forced marriage ki lamdasu chawna mami tari.
Your time starts now.
Mayam tinbiriba mayam pumna mapu ikok nolchana khorumjari. Aigi ming Deva Priya Chanu case. Aina ngasi fangliba topic asi gender gi khetnaba asi forced marriage ki lam dasu chawna mari tari. Topic asi haudrangai sida aina mayamda hangjaning ba wafam asi forced marriage haraga akoina kari haina define tawbagi akoina mayam pumna makna akoina aisana isagi definition haradi forced marriage haibasi akoina yadana mi amana yadana masagi consent yaudana nampuda luhong bibasini aina hairibasi mayam pumna mangna su adum forced marriage haraga adum adugi forced marriage haraga mina adumana adum khanarangani aduju chummi adumana adum forced marriage haibidi aduni aduda aina ahamba haijaningi sidi akoi is hujikse akoise akoina imagine tawjaseba akoise sigumba situation amada laireba akoise akoina hujik akoina Instagram gumba adigi Facebook gumba YouTube gumba si yengaga akoina ureba mi myam se social life se enjoy tawre si tawre aina sumai leire adudi si myam se aisu phangninge aisu aduman oininge ai kai tawni ai sana paisa tanjani ai sana si tawgani sumaina oininge aisu moina oiba type ta aisu oininge na adumana leiringai sida akoigi parents akoigi relative hoina sumaina haireba akoigi chahi matang yaure hadi ibema ibungo nangse laisabi mapung phare pakhang phare lohongna batawrese nasagi philip amalepo adumana haira adi akoida hadi akoina yamna ningjariba akoigi parents akoi relative na khoi swam help tobi adu khoi adumana haira ko matamda akoina di no haibase ngamaroiba aduna akoina hairaga khumdana leibasu yai aduga mi kharana di dum hoi haibasu yai
ꯑꯗꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯛꯄ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯣꯁꯥꯏꯇꯤꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯁꯦ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯤꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛꯁꯨ ꯈꯟꯅꯔꯝꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯜꯂꯤꯕꯁꯦ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯅ ꯆꯥꯎꯔꯛꯑꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯨꯍꯣꯡꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯨꯍꯣꯡꯉꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯁꯤꯅ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯍꯩꯇ꯭ꯔꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯅ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯍꯩꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯥꯅ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯃꯛ ꯁꯦꯝꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯅꯨꯄꯤꯅ ꯏꯃꯨꯡ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯒꯤ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯇꯧꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯃꯨꯡ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯗꯁꯨ ꯀꯃꯟ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯀꯣ ꯂꯩꯔꯝꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ नुपी नुपीना थबक तौगदमनी इमुंगी कोनली फेंगदोबनी हयेंग नोय युमदा चटलनी अतोपा युमदा चटलनी नंगी कनो खोगी आईदी कसुमता पैसा तानरसु यानी खोय नुपान तौगदोबनी हायबसे सिगुम अमा लैबसिना अखोयगी सोसाइटी सिदा हाइदी फोर्स मैरिज तो हाइदी लुहोंग हनलो मतिक जाबु नुपा अमदा अहन ओइबु नुपा अमदा अदुना मागी दी पुंसीदा अफबा पुरकनी न रिलेटेड म्यामसु हाय अदगी अखोयगी सोसाइटी म्यामसु हाइनबनिना अखोयगे नुपीसे अदुम यानिंग्रसु अखोय पेरेंट्स की मा येंगागा अखोयगी सोसाइटी ना कई हाइनगदोने खलगा अदुम अखोयना अदुम फोर्स मैरिज से यानिंग्रसु होय हाइबंगमद्रसु मोयना अदुम लुहोंबीबा असिने हाइदी जेंडर की खेतनबा हायरगदी हाइदी नुपीसिदा अनंबा ओइना विक्टिम ताए अदु हाइजरगा
She has taken 4 minutes, exceeding 1 more minute.
Contestant number 43, Laisham Bikesh Singh. I think he's not with us. We'll move forward to contestant number 44, Kelly Quinn Laisham. Contestant number 45, Nazia Jasmine, Ready Lay Bureau.
Her topic is forced marriage still common amongst the youth today?
First of all,
Your time starts now.
First of all, a very good evening to the respective jurors and one and all present here. I, Kelly Kulasham of Class 10 from Pitambra English School, gonna give the Extempore speech on the theme awareness on forced marriage, and my topic is forced marriage still common amongst the youth today? So first of all, I like to tell a little bit about what marriage actually is. Marriage is the bond between two individuals, and it's like a culture that had been going since ancient society. And the married couple are given a chance to bring a new soul into the world. But this beautiful blessing can also be turned into a horrible curse. I, as a typical teenager, I love reading a lot, like reading novels and Wattpads, and I personally love reading about forced marriages. And in those stories, they somehow will eventually fall in love as the time passes and they'll get there happily ever after. But in real life, it happens in a really, really rare case. So a forced marriage is the type of marriages when two persons married without their consent or against his or her will, like both of them or one of them. Marriages, a forced marriage is different from an arranged marriage in which both the parties agreed with the arrangement of their parents. Forced marriages, as the victims of forced marriages are now suffering from emotional and psychological abuse as the result of marital pressure. So forced marriages is now banned by international opinion. But still, forced marriages still goes on in various cultures in different type in all over around the world, especially in South Asia and Africa. The United Nations gave views about forced marriage as a form of abuse and violence, since it interferes to the freedom of the individuals. Forced marriages is still common amongst the youth today, as the parents still force them to marry. Thank you all. I'd like to hand here.
She has taken 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Contestant number 45, Nazia Jasmine. She's not with us. So we'll move on to contestant number 46, Leima Pokpam Prembala. Stage the Napiroko. Contestant number 47, Dinu Sarangthim. Please get ready.
Her topic is, there is a general stigma and taboo against forced marriage.
Your time starts now.
A very good afternoon to all present here. I myself, Prembala Lempopam from Towal, currently pursuing BA 5th SEM on Sociology Honors. Got my topic today as there's a general stigma and taboo against forced marriage. Hi, Vidi. Mayamna, I societies the housing labor current scenario simakta or dagasu. Forced marriage haiba simakta mayam general UN stigmatized over aduga taboo have the ya di haiga kaidopa categorized over forced marriage kimatangs the kaidopa kra layeba moina. Kaigumba nupi traga nupama forced marriage ki conditions that cases that takre khalazeba kaigumba without the consent of the female or the male they are forced into marriage by their parents. That it is known as a forced marriage. But in our society regarding this forced marriage ki case lapa matam dadi nasagi two individuals to moini ki new life journey ama start wa hoi forced marriage na maram orga moini se ngasagi society ki hai akhoi marriage institution na moini study tawrune ko marriage type institution asida laikhraba matung sida makhoini ki understanding la aga nungai lekhiba ka si it's a real case. Akoi society ngata na world yoni yakpada yamna real oiba case ni aduga sigi plus sigi makhoi ani individual sigi mathakta stress amadi moini gi mental oiba torture leading e mathakta da society na stigmatized to biba haibidi society na kai gumba forced marriage da sankibas da any moini gi marta conflict throw ko matam da moini se force or agas maina force amagi makhada marriage to khimni ko sinani ko harga amu ngasagi pressure ma leading agi mathak the pressure ki layer amu hapchal aga maram orga hena ngasagi leiriba makhoini ki relation do hand unstable o heleba sina maram oraga akoi ki society da thohaning da thodok kya ama thoklakpa haibadi domestic violence ko adagi mamanga ki matam da leiramba nupi da otpa neiba haidi maproi bana magi nupi bu tina phubi re adui da matama ma pam da hal aglai re plus na saigi magi leire stress to double time sum henkalak pado plus forced marriage na haibagi mathak tu da mo na saigi divorce story haibagi stigmatized mu sum mayam na mango da pressure pikhalak pa sina marbaga ngasigi Girl Up Manipur Girl Up Manipur na silly bangasigi Extempore speech competition sigi magi main aims the high si mayam the awareness be baneba forced marriage ki matang the awareness be banema masina I guess speech asina mayam da hygienic with the forced marriage types that is the illegal act. There are many laws, but all of us cannot remember that laws. So we need awareness from the renowned, if in our localities also, as an individual, we need to step up and voice for the voiceless too. Thank you.
She has taken 3 minutes and 17 seconds.
Contestant number 47, Dinu Sarangtem, stage Takakat Pirksi. Contestant number 48, Rashmi Ilangbam, please get ready.
Mahaki topic na nungshiba amadi thamoigi ihulna forced marriage da lauriba thaudang.
Your time starts now.
Ahanba maktada tinbiriba myambo ikok nongna kurumjari. Aigi topic asidi nungshiba amadi thamoigi ihulna forced marriage da lauriba thaudang. Koigi ahanba da forced marriage haibje kaino haiba matamda koi modern slavery system amane na haijaningi aigi mota aduga koigi global da yenga matungda koina 90% amadi Africa ne adudi di Asia ne Pacific ne asida koigi forced marriage ki claim myamama laikre aduna sigi topic sida haijaning badi koigi forced marriage ase amarom da hairagadi yamna phattaba amane adu koina nushina phajana mi amabu Khalaba matamda di forced marriage asigi akoigi percentage amadi maki claim asibu degrade or kani haina aina wakhalon da pininge aduga forced marriage asida akoigi miyoi ama natraga miyoi ani aduna yaningde haina complaint natraga claim troppa adubu koina forced marriage haina lowe aduda koina nukegumba thamoi de nuksiba ma polpa tarabadi asise koina Thank you.
He has taken 1 minute and 18 seconds.
Contestant number 48, Rashmi Ilangbam. Contestant number 49, Nandita Hizam, please get ready.
Okay, her topic is role played by love and emotion in forced marriage. Your time may start now.
Hello, my name is Rashmi Ilangbam. I'm from RK Sanatombi Vidyalaya Devi. The topic that I'm going to talk about is role played by love and emotion in forced marriage. So forced marriage, it's a form of relationship, it's a form of institution, a bond between two people who love each other. At least that's how we know it. And forced. Now that's a bit of a complicated thing when we talk about marriage, right? It's not consensual, you know. You don't get the permission from both parties to be able to get married, right? So in our society, it's really prevalent that women, you know, they're supposed to act a certain way, be a certain way, and talk a certain way. And it's like from the age, you know, from when we're able to talk from a very young age, we're given all these rule books to act a certain way, and you know, it's really complicated. The thing about love and emotion is that it really doesn't play out that well in forced marriage, or even in arranged marriage, or even in child marriage, because you know, when we're kids, you really don't know enough. And I get it, you know, parents expect the best from us, and they want us to be happy. They want us to have a happy life with our partner. But to all the parents out there, are your children really going to be happy if you force them to marry someone they obviously don't know just because you know that they will be happy? Because of this, I want the people of our generation, the Gen Z, to come out and speak up about such issues. I mean, isn't that why we're all here? We're all facing our fear of public speaking, our fear of standing here on stage and talking, because we believe in this. We believe in certain things. We have our own opinions. We are our own individuals. That's why we're talking against these issues, which is one of the reasons why I'm here, facing my fear. So I just want to urge all the people, and especially my generation, to not be afraid to stand up about such issues. And especially to the parents here, please know that let your children be whoever they want to be. Let them be happy. Listen to them, you know. Even if it sounds ridiculous, please listen to them, because it might be too late. So thank you.
She has taken 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Contestant number 49, Nandita Hizam. I think she's not here with us. So we'll move on to our very last contestant, Vasti Telemcom.
Her topic is, an exchange of dowry does not mean it is a consented marriage.
Your time starts now.
A very pleasant good afternoon to our respected juries and to everyone here. The topic that I've chosen based on today's theme, that is forced marriage. My topic is, an exchange of dowry does not mean it is a consented marriage. Now, we all have heard a lot about forced marriage and the factors associated with it, and also the consequences. And me, as a last participant, I'd like to focus more on the solutions to this. So, as we all know, we live in a traditional patriarchal society where there is more preference of a boy child over a girl child, and this has become a major issue for us. Now, when we say marriage, it's not much of an issue, but when we add the term forced to marriage, now that becomes a major issue, and I'm here to deal with that. And I'll focus on my topic now. When we say the word dowry, actually dowry was practiced back from the primitive societies, because back then women were not educated enough, because they did not have enough financial freedom to stand up for themselves, which is why parents, in exchange for that, would provide them with dowry in order to have a settled marriage life. So, but nowadays it's still prevalent though, but but the factors is that in order to deal with such issues like this, we have all heard about how much education plays a role in this, because we keep saying education, but I like to focus on why education. Because see, my educational status brought me here today to talk about issues like this. So I'd like to focus on education once again, because as an example, I am the change for my family today, because the way my parents brought me up, I'm proving it right to them that it's not so wrong after all to bring up a girl child in the family. I'm standing up here. Maybe I could be an influence to some of you here and to also my relatives, maybe to my friend circle, maybe, that yes, girls don't only fight for their rights, but they also fulfill their duties by participating in events like this. And this platform today feels like empowerment to me, because I was shocked actually, because all of our juries here are all women, and this right here is empowerment in my point of view. And I'm glad that I'm able to be standing up here on stage and sharing my subjective point of view on the theme today. Thank you.
She has taken 2 minutes and 51 seconds.
So this was the end of our state-level slogan writing and extempore speech competition. Each and every of the participants have done exceptionally well. I wish you all the very best for the result. We will have a short break, and after that we will come back with your result. Fasten your seat belts.
Jana, nongol jana, ay buko bukli, bumo notula, tapna na pada, bumo notula, tapna na pada, hangri, mana hangri, na nusi.
ita manjaka da chalani ita uri dei ita takhele nakoi aibu warung chalani haribi she mekse matam chupgi wena le horaga da bapjarba shay
Excuse me, I'd like to have your attention, please. If there are any participants outside of the auditorium, I would want you to please return and have your seats so that we may go ahead with felicitating our jury, our wonderful jury. Up till this mark, thank you so much to all the participants for having your patience, and to all the guardians too for bearing it with us. We will have a felicitation program, a short one at that, for the jury, for all four of them. And we would want each of them to at least give us a guidance speech so that we will reflect on our competition, on this course, anything that you'd like to say. And we'd like to also have a vote of thanks later, which that's why I would want everyone to be here. And we'll have the prize ceremony accordingly. So as of now, I call upon Dr. Konika Kurajam. She's an associate professor at the Dhanamanjari College of Teacher Education. She's the first ever recipient of a gold medal on her respective work at Manipur University. She's a trailblazer for women in education, and her efforts are visible to countless people across the state. Thank you so much, Professor, for bearing it with us and having your presence here in our competition. Our secretary, Parinita Hishnam, shall now felicitate you, and you may speak. Go a little bit center. Yeah. Okay. The podium is yours, ma'am.
Thank you so much. A very good afternoon to everybody present over here today. To my wonderful jury members, to all the participants of today's competition, and all the very enthusiastic parents present over here, and to all the members of Girls Up Manipur. It's a proud privilege for me to be over here today to judge such a wonderful competition. We started the judging from last night, when we had a very difficult time trying to judge who the first 10 winners or the toppers of the slogan competition will be. That gave me an idea how wonderful the competition of today's will be. This extempore speech had been an eye-opener to me too, because each speaker presented a lot of information which even I didn't know before. Thank you so much for that. But there were certain hitches, certain things which I would like to talk about, not about the topic, but about extempore speech. Because when we talk about extempore speech, we are talking about a particular form of speech where every speaker has to speak at the instant, at that very instant, and to express what comes to the mind, but in a very formalized way. Please do not think that extempore speech is an informal type of speech. It is a formal type of speech. Of course, when we go for declamation contest, we can put in our own things in between and, you know, involve the audience, etc. But in extempore speech, we try to bring up the crux of the matter, the issue that is supposed to be spoken. And I found that some of the speakers did not make eye contact with the judges. Now, when speaking in public, you're supposed to make eye contact with everybody. Now that gives you a sense of communication, a sense that you are speaking to me, that eye contact is very, very important. And I would also like to talk about the body language. Do not be so rigid in front. Of course, I know that this is, for some of you, this is the first time you're coming on the stage, standing in a podium and, you know, trying to make sense of what you're speaking. But your body also speaks in the same way as your voice. So make your body speak too. Give that positive body language. And of course, I love that, you know, twinkle of sense of humor that has been put into your speeches that lighten up the situation. And I really appreciate the relevant data given by some of the speakers. Excellent work. And last but not the least, the tone, the pitch, the pronunciation counts a lot. Even while you're speaking in English or in Meiteilon. And for Girls Up Manipur, keep it up. Thank you so much. But last but not the least, one important point I would like to pinpoint is when you're given the topic for the extempore speech, do not change the topic. Because in the middle of your speech, you tend to change the topic. You tend to divert away from the topic given to you. Okay, that's it. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Your presence with us is incredibly auspicious, and we're really, really thankful for you to share your skill. And I hope every participant listened carefully and understood what ma'am said. Each of it made credible sense. Each of it will be helpful to all of us, participants or not, in our future prowess in public speaking. So I thank you so much again, ma'am. Next, I'd like to call upon Santa Kurai. Indigenous trans woman, artist, writer, and poet Santa Kurai is an indigenous Manipuri woman, a pioneer activist of the queer community at large in Manipur, and a transgender icon and personality of our state. Ma'am, we'd like to felicitate you and would want to hear a few words from you. Our Secretary, Perinita Hisnam, shall come again and felicitate you. A round of applause for ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because when people saw me sitting on the line of all the juries on this topic to give mark for your deliberation, people might found very surprised to see me. Because the topic is not relevant with me. Why not relevant? Because, you know, like, people might think that I cannot talk about women. I cannot talk about menstruation. I do not understand menstruation. I do not know about women's issues. I do. My struggles so far is because of the gender that I have chosen to live with. I was assigned male at birth, but I have the feminine subjectivity and expression. I always wanted to aspire to become a woman. I always aspired to become a girl. That was the reason why I was excluded, rejected, and downtrodden by the society and by my family members, my neighbors. They bullied me. There was name calling, and I resisted. And today, when all these young people, I saw all these young students coming up on the stage, and they were very dynamic. They are dynamite, and, you know, like, but I found that education is also a key, is also playing a key role in bringing change. At the same time, how do you translate education is also a big challenge. You also need to understand how to use education appropriately, because in many of the languages that all the contestants have given today, I found that even there were negative language which many of the contestants had used, like a language that is more close to a victim mindset, taubire. And then when you talk about this forced marriage, you always emphasize on women. Why? How about women? Women's, how do you define women? What is your understanding about women? You cannot stereotype women. There are different forms of women. And I am also a woman. I am a woman. Why people fail to address my issues, why people are not, you know, like, trying to speak up about the rights that associated with me. And why don't you talk about men who do menstruate? There are men who menstruate. So your education is confining your understanding about menstruation, the gender equality, the gender diversity, sexuality diversity, that stems to the forced marriage, and then the compulsory marriage. So this is multidimensional, and, you know, like, which we also need to understand, and we also need to come out from that very confinement and the very limited understanding about forced marriage, gender, and also the menstruation, which we have taken up today, and many of you have chosen to speak on that. With this, I would like to conclude here. Thank you very much for giving me the privilege to, you know, to give marks to this young student. Thank you, Girls Up Manipur.
Hello again. I'd like to again say a vote of thanks towards Ma'am Santa Kurai. I think it's equally important that we have this representation in our society, this amount of knowledge that we gain from people like her, an icon of our state, someone so important. I think we gain much more knowledge from this, and I think I advise the participants to also take into consideration what Ma'am advises. As a fellow speaker myself, I think we bait on the judges sometimes, the background of the judges, and we speak on something we don't really know much more about. We don't elaborate it, we just touch on it for the sake of the judge being from that background. I think we need to acknowledge that and be careful and be more considerate while addressing certain things regarding, say, being trans, because that experience is special to them. We may obviously talk about it. Everyone may talk about it, but in a way that is productive. Thank you so much, ma'am, for elaborating on that again, and we'll take that into consideration. Next, our jury that I would like to call upon the stage is Anamika Hairangkhongjam. Anamika Hairangkhongjam is a graduate in English Honours from the Dhanamanjuri College of Arts. She is now currently pursuing LLB at the Royal Academy of Law, and I think she's quite renowned within the participants. She's a former speaker herself, excelling in this, Extempore, And that's why we found it right for her to represent us at this moment. We'd like her to be first stated by us and share a few words. I call Parinita Hisnam, our secretary, to first state her again.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Ahan mamagtada ina ngasigi organizing team bu aina congratulate tawningi aduga yamna laibak thiba amana karigumba ngasigi event asi ekhoigi entertainment program gumba oiramba targadi ngasigi auditorium se full oiramgadabani adubu yamna laibak thiba amana aikhoi sigumlaba yamna kanaraba huzigi aikhoi lairiba society siga yamna relevant oiba sigumlaba topic ama theme ama paikhatlaga aikoina sumaina awareness program ama chathajarpa matam sida sigumba kandana aikoigi auditorium se adumak hangna leibagi mong se ngasi mak aikoigi society sida adumak sigi chanabi sida leibagi mong se ubase yamna laibak thibani haina ahan mamakta da thamjage ai ngasigi keno siga aikoigi extempore speech ga loinana aikoigi slogan competition ga yamna mari leinana jury ma oina oirubana aduga mari lainana di am ka hena di thamjaroi maram di aikoina aigi opinion do haina thamgiba taraga di aikoigi ngasi competitors singna soidana khangkhini adugi mahutta ngasi mak participate tawbikhiba aikoigi competitors singna mayamda perform tawbiramba mayamda thambiramba adugumlaba presentation singdo oina aina evaluate tawjaba kharakhak aikoigi competitors singna tungda lakadoriba tungda थेंगनगदरिबा competition सिंगदा माय पाकपा याननाबा कमाइन तौरगा चंगसिनगनी हाइबदो अदुगी tips खरा आइना थमजगे as per my experience आई class 2 काबा हौरपा मतमदगी class 1 2 काबा हौरपा मतमदगी आई सुमाइन तौदना public speaking की platform सिदा stage काखलगा आइना मखल मखल की competition मयाम अमा participate तौजरी आइना थेंगनजरकपगी मतुंगिना ngasi yamna laibak thiba ama hairagadi aikoigi students sing sigi marakta ngasi akoigi satra sing sigi marakta matter se yamna watli aduga practice ki potsi masu yamna watli akoi haina balai madudi practice makes a man perfect so aina ahan mamakta da aina ngasi akoigi competitor sing da semdo khaning ba ma aina ahan mamakta da thamjaning ba se akoina sida competition ni higher platform sida kakhalak pa matam sida noi da piri base limited time period ni for example slogan gi top 10 khangale top 10 khangat pasigi manungda makhoi ja 1 minute pire 1 minute sida moi na pairi ba iri ba slogan du gi matang da mayam da explanation briefing ama tauna na bagi da makta pi bani ado one limited period se yamna one limited time se yamna limited oi ba period ni noi gi ming du di already khang naga leira ba pot nga tani amuka hana introduce tor bai mathau sung ta de good morning haiba good afternoon haiba good evening haiba gi mathau sung ta de just start with your theme or topic sima points to be noted and yes mayam da present awu matam da ngasai khoi madam sing na su yamna phajana hanjan haibi khre choice of words sizin nagadori ba khoi gi wahai wata se karam ba wahai wata no mayam amang da thok base ai se isana present awu matam da kamain toroga wangangani formality ama oina aikoina yamna wangangba matam da whether it may be in English or Manipuri language tabu oisanu English ta oisanu yamna choice of words se adom na khanbir kadoriba wahi wata sing se yamna munna haibadi adom gi karigumba oja guru leiba targa di khana neinaraga khanabirau aduga mayam da attraction pokba mayam da aikoi gi jury sing gi wakhalon da appeal tawba ngamba aikoi bu move tawba ngamba adugum laba wahi wata sing do khanbirau competition ama yaugi hairaga di aduga aina yam hygiene ba mana aikoi gi competitors sing se they should always be on time sumaina tawdana makhoi gi dress code ki adagi makhoi se discipline maintain tawbra moi se punctuality leibra haidana sumaina tawdana khoi gi jury sing gi kalam ama tongana se dumaina thamjari sigi so khoina tongana mark ama su pijari bani aduga yamna mistake se yamna macha macha si section bigadabane kaigino haiba matamda competition haibanina amaga yengnaraga maduda kanana heli hende haraga taknaraga lakadorinina yamna section bigadabane macha se khoina yamna munna phajana section laga present tawba ma darkar tai samna hai matamda ngasai gi stage ta tholaga yes humor amabudi oramgani but yamna nokpagumba yamna nokrem hagrem na tawbase si se it's not considered to be formal aduna yamna stage da tholaga mayam mamang da present tawge hai taraga di yamna formal oiba mongda yamna chinglem na lepaga isa se yamna comfortable oiba dugum laba position amada hana maintain tawraga yare okay I'm ready hairaga ai koi gi timekeeper da hairaga dumain tawraga start tawbiyo aduga masina slogan gi laigraga extempore speech ki oinadi ai khoina thamjariba marking style asi presentation da 10 marks, language da 10 marks, presence of mind da 10 marks, adagi magi juries ki 10 marks ama aduga ngasai gi matter da 10 marks ama sumain taw dana koina 50 marks jury amam na thambani masida aina thamjani ni ba keno se akhoi gi particular matter sidi mi duna particular competitor duna mana thijaluba mana paruba mana research tawruba dugi matungina magi marking style dudi mangonda depend tawragani adubu presentation language and presence of mind sidi yes presence of mind so adum magi mi dugi my capacity dugi matungina depend tawgani adubu language and presentation sidi yamna line marks score tawbiya ba adugum laba area amani maramdi noi se som se adom se extempore speech extempore speech competition harga thogla abaneba adu iba taragadi extempore speech haibasidi khudakta topic to choose tawraga aduga relevant oiba aduga chana base nganga doineba adu iba taragadi hana noi se mentally prepare tawraga lakpa ma darkar tai aduga yamna laiba hama hairaga nanga sigi ekhoi sigi competition gi si yamna laire noi da hana forced marriage hairaga themes zo hana pithoga leire aduna sigi forced marriage sigi magi area magi anakpa area sing siga yamna relevant oiba yamna related oiba areas khara study tawbiraga phajana naina biraga adum prepare tawraga ngangakpa matamda ngasai gi ma paikhaliba magi cheat singdugi topic singduga ngangakpa matamda adum obviously marks adum phangdau leirabaneba aduda yamna nuaitaba ngasi se am common noina thengnagiba ma hairagadi marriage forced marriage se definition se ayam boina ngasi participant se total 50 ni 50 gi manungda 40 plus ti present oibra haina khalle do whole ngasi loina bak participate tawgiba competitor khuding makna forced marriage definition se again and again repetition se loina bak taweba aduga yamna laibak thibamna as a student of law tamjariba student ama oirubana ngasai mamangda akhoi yamna section bigadabani articles mention tawba adagi section mention tawba se yamna thoroughly study tawbiyo ba ngasai Indian Contract Act 1879 kan hajan mam yawki ba yamna akhoi student ama oijaribani na adugumba se yamna kupna yengjaninge ba yam kupna su yengani haina agi site su thamjaninge du asigumba articles gumba section gumba palakma madam sida yam section biyu yam phajana thoroughly study tawbiyu amata soibiya ba pon natabani na aduna aikoina laukhaliba adom laukhaliba chi singdugi magi area particular topic magi hairiba botuna karino haibase lakta bidanga sai mayam tawlese beating around the bush taw laireba haibadi force marriage se kaino na khangnare adagi marriage se kaino na khanglare som na yum dagi by heart torokpa yum dagi khatang oza khara na talaga khara na khangaga marriage di aduni ko force marriage di aduni ko khatang adu by heart toba pot tang mayam da sum present taw laireba aduna aikoina thamjani badi khara sigumba competition se yauge haiba taragadi akhoi gi wakhal se khara broaden oiba tai practice mathau tai research work yamna darkar tai ado aisu ishamak personality development trainer ma oina adugi steps singduda ayam kanna changsin jaribani na aina sigi platform se tanja se lauja horaga karigumba ngasi competitors singi maraktagi adum noina khangdaba lairaga su tananingi sigi matang sida kari khangde khote hai matamda adum approach tokpa matamda aingon adum lakpa matamda ai dum help tawjage ai angamba mateng pangjage yes aduga aina yam nungaijadaba amna akhoi gi matamda aina class 4 5 6 kakpa matamda debate ka yamna yawba horpa matam sida akhoi da debate yakpa matam dadi hall je pik thale gm hall chau se pik thale aduga hall ji gi nakan da against the motion ki kangu maphamani, for the motion ki kangu maphamani. Debate se haubadagi loiba phawba stage matak sida phamdoini kumdadana amta chatloi speaker gi ayaba yaudana. Ayuk ngantadagi pung nipandagi hauraga numidangi pung numdawaramgi evening gi pung taruk phawba stage matak tuda washroom changninga gadi khoi speaker dagi permission laurani adu natana khoi amata thoga khoi ngasai mafam du dai lenga ga chateba aduga ngasi di kamai tawi har matam da khoi gi competitors sing se my turn se yaw loiraga hogala loi chana bagi kaino ma se habit ama se smaina develop torok pa hai tare aduna sigi asoi basina karino haiba matam da aina ngangi ba poto mi amana ngangakhibudo mana ngang sina aingon kamai heli magi presentation sina kamai tawi si taga damne ba competition gi masada competition gi spirit ama laihan ge hai tare mi tuna kamai na present tori mana ngangi duna kayam aingon gi phajagi bano soidabra mana ngang sina kayam chumno hai ba sisu yengba mathau ma tai ba yamna competition gi spirit ta changchani ngak patar gadi aduna sigum mama yam se yamna kupna khangba mathau tai aduga practice tawbasu mathau tai adom na karigumba mayamda mi mayam gi mamangda platform amada kakhalaga wangangani hai targadi somgi yumda soidana mingsel leramgani go mingsel sigi mamangda lepaga isa sigi body posture se yengaga lepaga aina lepi se kamaina no aigi body language na wasinga ko matamda khuchina somda haiba yechina somda haiba oisina somda haiba adugumba sisu body language sisu yamna yengaga mingsel da yengaga yamna practice tawbam su mathau taeba aduna ngasai khoi madam na ju haibi kiba body language yamna mathau tai adigi jury ga eye contact tawba mathau tai aduna siguma mayam yamna kupi aikhoi yamna kupna yengjai aikhoi gi jury members sing se loina mak perfect oiba ngaktani loina mak aina matik chai haina khanjai aduga aina si haire haiduna sunga sigi competitor khunimak se yamna ninghanna ba phawbi gano noi haina bani go aina ngasi thamjari se maramdi aina angang oringai dagi thengna jarakpa ngasi bawbada thengnarakpa hotnarakpa khoina hotnarakpa mayamdo adumaina noisu hotna haningba noisu hai haningba aduna maram oiraga ngasi aina thamakpaneba aduna ngasi sida perform tawkhiba participate tawkhiba participant khudimak aigi side tagi I want to congratulate all of you. You have all done it well aduga tungda lakadoriba noi gi atopa competition or noi gi future dasu yamna best oiba adugum laba wishes aigi side tagi pijari. And once again Girl Up team yang wabi khre na handagi yang wana moi sigum laba keno se khoi gi sigum laba competition se organize tawbada yang wana hona jakhre aduna Girl Up team busu aina once again congratulate tawningi masi hairaga I bidai lawjari. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our jury, Anamika Hairang Khongjam. I think participants in the soup, her reflection of how we conduct these was so informative. She conveyed everything that all of us usually know. A personal side note of how I came to know about Che Anamika, as I call her, is that once upon a time, on YouTube, I searched up best debater in Manipur, and a video of Che Anamika came up. That is the impact that she's had on the lives of people, countless people in Manipur. I think it's an open secret that we always look at those YouTube videos around to prepare beforehand. And Che Anamika's videos are always popular amongst those, someone very renowned. That's why I feel like that legacy that she brings back, as she said, from class 4, class 5, that is so important because that's going to reflect how we present ourselves in the future, how we can improve ourselves, how we can become better speakers so that we can make the change that you want to make a change even today sitting right here. And that's why I think we should take that into consideration and really be grateful towards her. Thank you so much, Che. And now, last but not the least, our fourth jury member is Thangjam Reena Devi. I call her upon the stage. Thangjam Reena Devi is a student of English and Cultural Studies of Manipur University. She is a formidable debater and youth activist who has won state, national, and international level awards on public speaking. I asked our secretary, Parnita Hishnam, to felicitate her, and then we asked Thangjam Reena Devi to kindly give us a few words.
First of all, my honest respect to the organizers and our wonderful jury members and everyone present here. I will do this guidance speech bilingually. I'll be using English as well as my Tailon. So it is such a great pleasure, and I feel very emotional to sit down there and become a jury of the events that I once participated. And I'll just come directly to the structure of the competition, because akoigi lakliba akoigi jury members and aigi lovely participants singsina ngasai pung 13 dagi horaga forced marriage hai se kaino marriage hai se kaino haibana chingbagi matangda mayam thambikre asda aina highlight to bagi mathau tadre haina khanjai adubu jury member ama oina ngasigi tawriba competition, slogan writing competition amadi extempore speech competition asigi competition sida kamhain tawdana aikoina isa singse present tawgani karida akoina shoirino karida akoina lalino haibadugi matangda aigi oiba comment khara thamjage, because writing slogans and joining such kind of personality development competition is of crucial importance, because aikoina hairi achangba Manipur ama semsi achangba Bharat ama semsi achangba global world ama semsi haidna aduda aikoigi lairiba miyoi singsina asigumbagi knowledge asigumbagi intellectual capacity asumaina voice tauba ngambagi makoigi competence leitaba taragadi aikoi chakhot pasungam ngamloi aduna asigumbagi platform se aduki matik important oi, and the fact that aikoigi audience ki masing asuki matik hanthaba adagi entertainment program amadana audience ki masing henba asina su akoigi societal structure society si status isu takli baneba aduna aikoigi ngasigi live tharibagi through the so haizari aikoigi ngahaktangi Facebook ta comment piba or Instagram ta comment piba adumaina informal oina pangkhat khatna bado adu karimta kana deba, that is not going to take us anywhere. But then aikoina sumaina yamna paisa changna manpower ilay na yamna wana hona jaraga asugumba platform ama pukhalakpase asugumba exposure ama pukhalakpase asdo ina lakpiyo ba asdo ina formal discussion to minase ba. This is very important, first of all. And coming to the slogan writing competition singarang dagi hona koina assess to ba hoye, judge to ba hoye, but then akoina khanga do se slogan haibane slogan is not just any statement nama piga to ba nate ba. Slogan haibase wahai du da wata du da sentence to the intonation yaga do bane ba aina iriba slogan duna aina iriba ngasagi line duna structure duna masama domdana makhon thokcha hanga do bane ba madugumba slogan thokla akanda madugumba gi art to thokla akanda slogan do aswaida thelaga leiramba du da pabada miyoi badu da ihul du da magi masa du da slogan duna pibam piga to ba intensity do pibangam gani ba. So slogan ama iba matamda 10 kraba 9 words na constitute togodor ba slogan ama iba haibase pang ida isan gadaw ba nateba. Slogan ama iba matamda ay koy student dasu or ay koy learners sing dasu vocabulary training ni masi ay koy gi su isagi oba personality development training. At the same time we are contributing to the society. Aduna slogan ama iba matamda ay na hygiene base punctuation season abiu punctuation season na zoro isan bataraga di aigi slogan se kadai de lepino kari hai no meaning se gyan men tararoi haidi ngasagi iriba structure pick khrabadu aikoigi chaugraba relevant topic this forced marriage and menstrual hygiene pumnamak se pick pa slogan du da akoina explain taw doine ba adoi bataraga di slogan se indabagi damakta aikoi dictionary phakatna words paga do bani thiga do bani, and at the same time aikoi na plagiarism haiba se masidi thadoka do bani ba hana exist toraga leba mi atopagi speech famous speech tagi logthoga adugi moral ethics yaw da makhalgi competition da laka competition ama thok troga adung ba moral ethics ama yaw dataraga di competition do thok pagi participant ama oi bagi mangon the value ama ta leite aduna kari do wagi sigi competition sing se silli bano haiba taraga di new ideas vision ai khoi da kana da height toraga leri apa ba wakhalon kaya ama leri basing se puthorak na bagi damakta yamna wana paisa changna main power changna sizna bane no, we should be responsible. So, slogan gi matang se vocabulary da yamna concern oibiu plagiarism plagiarize to biganu at the same time ngangiba putorakliba wahaiduna masana masagi konjel ohenbiu intonation yauna inabagi damakta a perfect vocabulary sizinabiu ba and ngasagi akoigi second subada slogan do 1 minute pirage express to haleba masa masada aduda yamna nungai tabase kai no har kanda topic se khangzara bane masana aigi slogans na aigi topic oizadro bane the slogan itself is going to be the topic ado betaragadi isada aigi knowledge later bane aina ngang du se kari no na adugi topic tu ngang bang makta bataragadi kaidore nang slogan se kananom ni ibe manzale that is very important competition ama tholak pa hai se I don't want to bring in the false guidance telling competition is not on the outside, competition is on the inside. Kahai raga glorify to ba yamna excuse oi ba statement pusal oi. Competition is both on the inside and on the outside. Aduna competition nama talk to re hai rak taragadi. Ai sina ai gi society gi voice ama represent to dore na hai taragadi. Aduki matik preparation anamika na hai ki badumai na aduki matik preparation aduki matik change ba. Aduna ai na piri ba topic to hauzik top 10 de changle. Adu tadi I'm blessed enough. Come on, I'm going to use that 1 minute to express everything. 1 minute to the topic to the digress to the bida. Ay na ngangning mi poto. 1 minute the walk ya ngang bay. 150 words kung bangang bayabra. Ako'y hoto inye ba. Adu di 150 words the word amatabok ay na ato pa the digress to the na ay na pangiba 1 minute. Ay ngang bayabang ngang horani. Hay ba na Chingbagi ako'y da kaino se. Hot na ba sila do banip. Ay na asi hay sa kay gino. I see everyone as potential responsible future good public speakers. Aduna ay na masigi points sa putorok panip. After that, let's come to the main event, that is the extempore speech. Extempore speech ki matang sa lak seba. Extempore speech ki matang sa lak pamatam da. First of all, ay koy na kange extempore hay ba sa instanta na topic ama lokhat lakan sa da adugi matang da wangang dunip. Ay koy na extempore speech yar pamatam da team supi pitok ta na. Team supi pitok ta na extempore ngang ba extempore sulay ba. Sungo ba competition se it's we can find it in state level, national level, and even in the international level. Team supi pitok ta taragadi as a global citizen ama oina ay koy na lay issues ng se kari no se koy na makhang bangang ba daw ni asumay na akoy isa sa semgal kanda ay koy se kador haba matamda responsible leader ama oy banga makanib. It does not depend on age. Being a leader does not depend on age. It depends on how well and responsibly you represent the voice. So akoy isining sige team su pito ogalay zareba. Team su pito ogalay zareba na extempore oy zaba targa, so you can at least prepare on certain important important oy hay na khanba nangi areas ndo mind map ama yek tho akans da yum dagi prepare to ba ho ba at least 1 day ahead anamika na hay ba do na stand before a mirror and come on nangi posture and how we are going to represent intonation also comes to play in this extempore thing. So extempore sida phangiba topic to aduda dungang biyo ngasaygi more than 40 contestants participants singsina forced marriage ka gi definition sa define tawraga aduloy shangreb. That is not good because we expect a lot from you. Ay koy gi jury members, judges, akoy gi coaching duna chaira ga asiyaw na pukhat pirak pane, so ay na ngasi chairiba ay na ngasi ngangliba chairiba ni hayna lawbiyo aduduga challenge to biyo chairiba chairiba khudimang se challenge to rakansa I'll become a better version aduduga mathang da di ay amuka hena phana to bangam ge haiba su kan biyo. So do not digress from the topic. Minute hong khaktang piba du da you have to use it to identify the topic, the body, and the conclusion. Pick pa matam ne, but this 3 minute hai it's a very short period of time, but minute amada mi kan banga mine mi hat banga mine minute amada prithibi tumbayay minute amada prithibi kan bayay. So aduna ngasagi nangon da period ba minute ahum sige yamna formal oiba this one exposure piba platform sida nangi minute ahum se nangi piriba nangi topic aigi topic aduda digress tawdabida aina ngasai introduce tawraga body piraga and then conclusion da yamna striking oiba conclusion ma piramaga kumthaki gado bane. Why am I saying this? Because I really want to see our youths voicing on global platforms. We have potential. Manipur da kari resource label laitaba I don't know, but human resource yam sathina laiba koida. Intellectually, all Manipur harakpa matamsa, not only Meitei, all ethnic tribes in all communities, we are blessed with such intellectualities. But where we project that intellectuality is also very important. Mingonda negative feedback piraga migi tuka thiraga leraga adu kaimta kana deba. Adu bataraga di aigi intellectual aigi sigi aigi potential se kadai da use togani. Haibasisu khangbiyoba. And public speaking is not so small, okay? See the debate competition khara, declamation competition khara, and what we call extempore speech competition khara, state level the national level the khara nganga loibinatib. You can become an advocate of any issue. You can be the voice of the whole world. Manipur su represent tauba plus issue amagisu voice oiba. It is such a blessing and a privilege to become one of that. And I see potential in our people, in our youth. So let's focus on that. And thank you very much, Girl Up Manipur, for organizing such event. And at the end, I would like to highlight again Facebook ta, Instagram da, and YouTube ta, comment piraga, comment khana biraga, comment intellectual saraga, laiganu, sungumba tanglaba opportunity, amutang pangba, silakpa sungumba platform asida oina laaga formal discussion to minasi henna mating thokpa henna responsible oiba society ama linkhat minasi pick na Manipur na akhoi gi global platform da, not only on national platform but global platform da akhoi na kari toramba yai akhoi na kari pukhatlambe akhoi na kari represent toramba yai haibasi pulap khanminaraga ngasigi any participant na any issue any tananing ba khangning ba any guidance help reach out to rakadoba laitaraga su anamika da to birakpa oigera aingonda to birakpa oigera or any other jury members to birakpa oigera we always welcome you. And if our participant requests Girl Up Manipur to organize another event somewhere to discuss on public speaking, we are really happy to come. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Thanjamarina Devi. I think digressing away from what she spoke about, the importance of the right place and right time is quite important in our lives. This is not only a competition, it's an opportunity, it's a chance, it's something that can stay with us for the rest of our lives, something that we'll take away from here forever. So I think we have to raise the value of things like this, not just as competitions with that much prize, but as an experience that I'm going to get, in which I'm going to learn. I think the importance of understanding my relation with Reena is that she's my friend. I met her in the year 2018 in a competition, and something really unfair happened with me in that competition where the marking schemes and everything was faulty. But I remembered saying to her mourning about how unfair competitions in Manipur were generally. Unfair, yam thina oi, achumba competition am phau hek leite khoi Manipur da. And you say that, you chant that again and again. And Reena recommended me, why don't you create that chance then? The chance that you're waiting for. Why don't you build that yourself? And a small part of my dream has been complete today, behest Madam Diana. So I'm really, really thankful that we can organize this. Now, coming to the end of the first station and the speeches by the jury members, we're coming to the prize distribution, something that all of you are anticipating. I'd like to call upon LC Rohini Kumar, DPO, ICDS Cell, Imphal East, the guest of honor of today, to come here and first state the winners of the slogan writing competition. The top 5 shall be first stated. The consolations will be called upon first. There are 2 consolations and the top 3. So I will call upon the consolations after Sir comes up on stage right now. And Fel states the participants with the winners with our secretary, Pernita Hishnam. Okay, now I think everyone's awaiting this. The participants of the slogan writing competition all present here? If they're not, kindly please come in. And to announce the consolations, I'll begin now. So the consolation winners, actually, 2 of them, of the slogan writing competition are Eldrina Kundrakpam and Eldrina Kundrakpam, I kindly ask you to come up on the stage, and Kangabam Kevashri Devi. Come a little bit in front. This is Kangbam Kevashri Devi. Congratulations. I'd want Sir to remain here so that we can still continue with awarding the top 3. Team Girl Up, are we ready? Okay. Now, to felicitate the 3rd prize winner of the slogan writing competition, I call upon both of them here again. And the winner of the 3rd prize is Pukrambam Akash Singh. This is Pukrambam Akash Singh, the 3rd prize winner. Now, continuing, I'll call upon the 2nd prize winner of the slogan writing competition, and the winner of the 2nd prize of the slogan writing competition is Gaixiangliu Gangmei. Prize. Sorry for the minor inconvenience. Actually, I've been insisted to mention the prizes for the slogan writing. I think it's important to know. Because all of our hard work, I think this money will also, it's not for the financial aspects of it, but the prize that we reward you for your talent. So, I'd like to mention that the consolation of the two participants is 750 rupees and a certificate. The third prize amounts for rupees 1,500 and a certificate. The second prize amounts for 2,500 rupees and a certificate. And the first prize of the slogan writing competition amounts to 3,500 rupees with a certificate. And the winner of that prize is Pukrambam Vashishta Devi. This is Pukrambam Vashishta Devi, the winner of the slogan writing competition. Okay, we're over with the slogan writing awards. Thank you so much, sir. Now, I call upon a key personality that helped us in executing everything from start to finish and introducing us this competition to us to organize together. That is the District Commissioner of Imphal East, Ma'am Dina Kumantem. I would like you to come up on the stage and first state the top 5 of the Extempore. Team Girl Up, are we ready? With the consolations first. Okay. Our research and content member, Disti Atopam, your host, will be felicitating them along with Ma'am. So, the consolations, 2 of them, the consolations of the Extempore speaking competition, Extempore speech competition are Thokchom Lanchenbi Chanu, and Singam Purnima. Yes. The cash awards is a must for mentioning. So the consolations, the 2 participants receive a cash sum of 2,000 rupees each with a certificate. Congratulations. Now I ask Ma'am to continue being on the stage so that we will now award the top 3. Okay, we're done. The third prize amounts for rupees 5,000 and a certificate. The winner of the third prize of the Extempore speech competition is Glady Khetrimayum. She's unfortunately not present here, but if would we like somebody to come up and take it in favor of her? Representing her, sorry. To add a minute detail to this, this is not Glady Khetrimayum, but a representative of Glady Khetrimayum, for she's not here, unfortunately. Let's give it up for her. Now, the second prize amounts to rupees 8,000 and a certificate. The winner of this prestigious prize for the Extempore speech competition is Thaunaujam Linthoi. She has won the second prize. This is Thau Nau Jam Lin Thoi, the second prize winner. Congratulations. Now, coming to the final and concluding our event and this program for the prize distribution, the winner of the Extempore speech competition, who shall be getting a prize amount of ₹10,000 and a certificate, is Ria Tongbram. Congratulations, Ria. Ria Tongbram is the winner of the Extempore speech competition. Thank you so much. Ma'am, you may now go down. Thank you so much for being present in the stage. To all the participants, we thank you so much for your undying patience, for your skill that you exuded out here. If you kindly bear your patience and stay with us for just 5 minutes, our secretary, Parinita Haishnam, would give a vote of thanks and will conclude the event altogether. So respectfully, if you could just remain in your seats for a while. Thank you. Now, over to you, Parinita.
Kurum Jerry. A very good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, Girl Up Manipur extends a heartfelt gratitude to everyone for making this event a successful one, starting from the participants, volunteers, guests, and each and everyone present here, as well as to everyone contributing and supporting online. It is an honor to host this event and for Girl Up Manipur to be a part of such an important and meaningful movement for the youth of our state. We sincerely thank Mme. Dina Komantem, the Deputy Commissioner of Imphal, Mme. Dina Komantem, for presenting us this chance as organizers, participants, and guests alike. Ma'am, this competition would not have been possible without you and your team's efforts. And I would like to call out all the Girl Up members to assemble. We also convey immense thanks to all the distinguished guests for gracing this event and elevating this competition into something so meaningful. To the wonderful jury members, Girl Up Manipur cannot thank you enough for your guidance, your patience, your skills. We are grateful to you and wish you well for our future Girl Up collaborations, which we look forward to have with you. Ending my note, I'd like to personally convey an enduring support and encouragement and gratefulness to our very own volunteers from Girl Up Manipur. And I'd like to highlight that our work is completely voluntary. That is, we seek no financial gains and contribute to events like these for the sake of passion and having faith to create a better world. I, Parinita Haisnam, Secretary of Girl Up Manipur, thank all the members of our organization, those working behind the scenes from across the country, and those present with us today. With this, I conclude my vote of thanks and ask pardon to anybody who I forgot to address and those who think we can do better. I now announce the state level slogan writing and extempore speech competition has concluded. Thank you.